And so you still have lessons, and you are still on assignment, and you are on assignment where you are. So a lot of us want to be uprooted or relocated with a snap because the storm got heavy, because the storm showed too many different things that were going on in that particular time span or that location, and you want out. But at the same time, you've grown from it. You see the maturation, you see the progress. He's giving you the confirmation, but it's just not quick enough. It's not moving how you thought it would move, and a lot of times it's not going to ever look like what you depicted to look like. And so, spiritually speaking, versus the natural, where you want to do things and just have them on your time frame or your snap of the finger, it's not going to work like that. And so, because you're still on assignment where you are, you have to remember you are coming into alignment. So just like I said, that coming into alignment is what's going to allow that flow. And then when it's time to go, it's smooth and it flows. And I know that's something that I've been speaking about on this particular platform for quite some time, things being in the flow and in alignment. And so the next point was, he says no for a reason. If he's saying not right now, if he didn't expedite it for it to take place right now, or if for it to be a momentarily thing or a second in his time span, then he's saying no for a reason. You still have work to do. You still have the assignments. You still have lessons to learn. And you still have those things where you're still purifying and being cleaned up in. And so he says, not now, for a reason. If he says, hold on, not yet, he has things that are still being aligned elsewhere for you to come into when you get to that alignment where you are on the track to pull and to flow. And so when he says not now, be patient. You've got to learn to not try to get ahead of or outside of the alignment. And I've talked about this in a previous message. But when you get outside of the alignment, you lose the covering. You lose the covering, and sometimes you lose the anointing. You lose the favor. You lose all of these different things because you try to do things your own way. And so the next point was, he's saying yes because it's in his will. If he does say yes and it does appear, you're on the same time span that he desires you to be on, but it is because of his will, not yours. You didn't speed up anything. You didn't make the progress. You didn't prosper yourself. He did. And so, yes, you came in agreement with it, but it was always his will. It's not the other way around where he came into agreement with your will and then he just allowed it to be. No, it doesn't happen unless it's his will. If that were the case, then you'd be calling him a liar, and he is not a man that he shall lie. And so the next point, you don't have the ability to change the narrative of the Most High's will. I just said that. So if you cannot understand and fathom, ask him for the understanding and the wisdom and discernment to be able to dissect that and break it apart the way that you need to break it apart.